mix apple cider vinegar with peppers, garlic, onions, and all kinds of things, turmeric, and it's considered an immune tonic, and I highly recommend it as well. I'm addicted to this stuff, and I would put it in my refrigerator to use as salad dressing, you know. It's a great thing. You can buy it too, so there's recipe books, and you can make it yourself, you can buy it online. These are the main ingredients for it right here. And then, you know, because of me being an herbalist, I have a bunch of books on how to create your own cocktails. You know, this is non-alcoholic cocktails using sparkling water and shrubs and all kinds of other things. It's fun to play around with. And I'm going to go through these quick because we're done, we're out of time, so you guys can look at these at your leisure. But there's also fermented beverages. How many of you heard of Rejuvelac? It's also really, really good health beverage. And basically it's wheat grains that have been soaked, and then they sprout just a little bit. See the little tiny sprout coming out of them, and then you drain and throw away the wheat, and you drink the liquid, and it has tons of vitamins in it, B and E vitamins that are very bioavailable. That's what it looks like when you do it, and it's been called a power drink and living water. Personally, it's disgusting. I absolutely hate it. But some people love it. I can't drink it. I cannot tolerate drinking it. It's just gross. But some people love it, and they think it's so refreshing in the summertime. So I'm mentioning it because it is a healing beverage that if you like it and you can tolerate it, go for it. You know, give it a try. Kombucha, many of us have heard of that. That's another fermented beverage. So, yeah, a lot of really good probiotics. It's a great way to get your probiotics. So if you can drink that every other day or every day and make it a part of your life, do it. I don't know if people know where kombucha comes from, but you have a little, it's called a SCOBY, right? And it's this culture that grows and lives on the top. And it's just this very interesting process. I've done it a couple times. I find it too much work for me to want to do because I don't like the taste of kombucha real much, but you can make it very inexpensive at home, and it's worth doing if you drink a lot of it. Okay, and then there's kefir. How many of you know kefir? That's a dairy drink.
It's right there.
It's what?
It's good.
It is really good. Yeah, I am picky, so there's only a couple kefir brands that I really like. If you like kefir, do it. Just remember, dairy is inflammatory for most people on a low level, so I wouldn't just guzzle the whole thing. Drink it in moderation, a little cup a day or something is fine, and make sure you get an organic one. And kefir is less inflammatory than other dairy, like milk, you know, so because it has been fermented. So it's one of my more approved dairy products that I'm okay with. You can also make kefir water. People don't know, and it's almost always made with coconut water, and this is delicious, man. I love this one. This one is like, to me, that's a huge treat. I just love it. It's a little fizzy. It's like it's not alcoholic, but it has a fizzy, fermented taste to it that's, I don't know, it's delicious, like a mojito, but without the alcohol. Okay, and aloe vera juice, this is, she asked if you can make it. Yes, you can take a spoon and like try to very carefully spoon out the inner fillet. And anything that's green though, like the dark green that's around the fillet, is an intense laxative. Intense, okay? Like, yeah, so do not, like, so it's almost not worth making it unless you're going to be really super duper careful, because even a sliver, like, there's a little sliver of green right there and a little sliver of green right there, yeah, you're going to go to the bathroom, like, you're going to poop, right? Okay? Right, so in some ways it's almost worth just buying the aloe vera juice. You know, I have some right here. I keep it, this is something I always have in the house because it helps my stomach aches almost immediately when I get a stomach ache. Soothes all the mucosa in your stomach and balances the pH properly. Tons of good stuff. You know, it helps your stomach. That's why it helps with heartburn, because it helps balance the pH. A lot of minerals. Really good for you. And you can get it at Walmart. So, and Walmart's these two are, you get at Walmart pretty inexpensive. Okay, so kvass is another one that I've actually been to Russia and I drank that on the street and it was disgusting. But basically it's let's see here, it's bread that's been, it's bread, rye bread that is fermented in water, and then it's a drink. It's sort of like beer but not as alcoholic. It has very, very little, you know. But some people love it. They think it's fantastic. You can also get beet kvass, which I like because I love beets. So that one is worth trying if you see these. This is something I drink every single night. Every single night I drink this. It's a berry anthocyanin concentrate that I mix with sparkling water, and I do that so that way I can get all the benefits of all these berries to help my vasculature lining be healthy, since heart disease runs in my family. And it also is good for cognitive health, and it's delicious. It tastes like the most delicious thing ever. I meant to bring it and I forgot to bring it, but
What's it called?
it's called Natural Health Fruit Anthocyanins, and you can't order it online. You have to know a physician who can order it for you, and that would be me. But you know, it's super expensive, but I give everyone my discount. So what I pay for it is what you would pay for it, you know, if you want to do it. I have a bunch. I just placed an order for a bunch of bottles, and I would sell anybody one if they want to try it. It's so good, it's delicious. So you only need like a tablespoon, and then you mix the whole glass with sparkling water, and I drink that every single night. That's like my evening tonic, you know, that I drink before I go to bed. Sometimes I'll put aloe vera juice in it too, because I have a stomachache. All right, that's what I did last night. Miso soup is some other stuff. These are my favorites. That's my absolute favorite, is dandelion miso. But miso has tons of minerals. It's fantastic if you want a salty protein drink. Bone broth, super good. That's a great book on how to make bone broth. Hydrosols, I make tons of hydrosols. I'm a hydrosol freak, which is using herbs to make water. So if you witch hazel in the market, if you get witch hazel for your face, that's a hydrosol. They just take a bunch of herbs, they put it in a steam distiller, they steam distill the water through it, and the water that you get at the end, it's like the essence of that herb. That's what a hydrosol is. Okay, and so I made tons of them. Here's some, this rose water, orange blossom water. I love this one in mango lassis, which is an Indian drink. It tastes delicious. You can also just spray it, you know, on your hotel bed. It's really amazing. But you can actually drink them too. And then here's some other hydrosols that you can buy from places to make. I mainly use hydrosols to try to make a mocktail. So, you know, gin, like for my naturopathic medicine school graduation, I had a whole mixology table set up in the backyard because it was COVID and this was outside, right? And we made gin alternatives, because we're into herbs, right? So this one is one of my favorite. It has cucumber and angelica and juniper in it. It basically tastes like the flavors of gin, but without the alcohol, and you can mix the drink just like you would with gin, but without the alcohol, and it's not exactly the same. I'm going to be honest with you. It's an acquired taste, okay? But it's very herbally and botanically, which is what we were after. And it's worth experimenting if you haven't done it. It's fun. That's why they call it zero proof, because there's no alcohol, right? But it's just a hydrosol with lots of herbs, you know, herbal hydrosol. And it tastes, you can make them taste really, really good. So here's some more hydrosols. There's tons of different brands out right now. And some of them, they add other things. And then this is worth checking out. I love this one. I love Thai iced tea. It's just the black tea, Ceylon tea, right? I'm sorry I'm pronouncing that wrong. And you can use coconut cream instead of regular cream to make it super healthy. And then here's all the benefits of this already with the black tea. Mango lassi is one of my favorite drinks. Don't do this very often. It has to be a treat because there's so much fructose in it. Fructose is not a health food really, but as a treat from the actual fruit, I recommend it. If you notice, you can use rose water with it. If you haven't had a mango lassi, it's worth doing. It's absolutely, next time you go to an Indian food buffet, get a mango lassi. It's delicious. And then bitters is worth an honorable mention. It's a way to get a ton of herbs that are super healthy. Okay, so I'm sorry if we went over. Please help yourself to all of the teas in the background. I have Tonka Piedra, that's the kidney stone dissolver. I've got sage, everything, and just ask me questions and have at it. Any questions? Yes?
Deb, I think you briefly showed the vinegar with the mother in it.
Yes,
Could you say something about that, please? Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of the health benefits is in the mother in the bottom, and you can see it. You want that cruddy looking stuff in the bottom because that's what makes the